Hey everybody, it's your girl, She Who Encourages, your woman's worth and healing coach, here to love you to your healing so you can live your best life. So listen, I know y'all used to me getting on here talking about narcissists, and listen, don't get it twisted. I am still a narc bully. At the end of the day, that will not change. It's kind of like it's almost become like an alter ego. Like, you know, you got Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, whatever. It's slick. Hate to say that, but slick. But either way, that's still what it is. But tonight, real talk, I want to come to y'all just a little bit different. And I tried to hurry up and do this because it's actually like getting dark. I'm like, let me hurry up. But anyway, so the topic of this, the title of this video is Codependency Kills. Codependency kills. And if we talking real, it kind of slick ties in with narcissistic abuse, you know, but tonight we're more so talking about, not so much talking about them, the narcissist and what they do, but more so talking about the effects of narcissistic abuse on the victim, whether man or woman. You know what I'm saying? It's the same across the board. But real talk, y'all, again, codependency kills. So for y'all who are on my Facebook, if you're not, Marily's Elaine Rogers, that's my Facebook, on my personal page. If y'all are on there, y'all saw me maybe a couple of weeks ago. I posted a status that said, I'm just going to paraphrase, pretty much, I thank God for delivering me from codependency, because I would never be doing what I was doing now if I was still depending on somebody else for, you know, validation and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. So when I say codependency kills, I don't mean in a literal sense, like, oh, y'all prepare, we about to have to bury her, or we gonna have, not in that sense. But when I say codependency kills, it's a subtle thing. It's something that it could go unnoticed, you know, and it could just, okay, I'm not gonna say that because I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Let me just say this. I'm gonna give you three things. Why was I holding my hands like that? I'm gonna give you three things that codependency kills. I'm just gonna be practical, precise, and to the point. I'm not gonna be deep and extra. The first thing that codependency, first of all, let's get clear on what codependency is. If for those of y'all who don't know, this can be in a relationship with a man or a woman. This could be a friend, homeboy relationship. This could be a homegirl relationship. I've seen all different types of codependent relationships. So it, again, the same across the board. But it's pretty much when you don't know yourself, you have no sense of self, so you latch on to someone else, or you latch on to others to get it. Does that make sense? Like, if that person wasn't telling you what to do, or telling you how to be, or telling you who you were, it's almost like you would just, your sense of self is like non-existent. You're so dependent on whoever the person may be that you can't operate / function without them. That's the best way I could put it right now. So that's codependency, okay? But like I was saying, three things that codependency kills. And the first thing is, and I mentioned it a second ago, your sense of self. Your sense of self. When you are dependent on somebody, like I said, to function and to make certain moves in life, or to tell you who you are, how you should be. You should go to college. You should be married by 30. You should, like, all that stuff. You lose your sense of self. And if you really think about it, if you are codependent, it's almost like you slick never really had a true sense of self, because people who have their sense of self is intact and on point, codependency is not a thing. It's not a thing for those who actually are validated and, you know, their sense of self is not dependent on others. You know what I'm saying? So your sense of self. And like I said, I put it on my status. Like, I wouldn't, this is just for me. Like, again, I legit, when I was with, I guess we will talk a little bit about narcissists, but when I was with the narcissist that I used to rock with, like, how can I put it? I really did depend on him for a lot of the validation that I should have been giving myself. A lot of times, say for instance, if I wanted to do something, and I was grown as hell, like, but if I wanted to do something, I would think about it, but then I'd call him and see what he thought about it. What the world? I'm not married to you. We're not even in a real relationship. We're really just fooling around. Like, it was a whole relationship that wasn't exclusive, but again, you can't have relationships with a narcissist. But anyway, again, my sense of self was solely dependent on what he said, how he felt about it. So I could come in happy about something, thinking, okay, this is a good thing, whatever. But if he came and said otherwise, then, okay, well, maybe it wasn't so good. I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, your sense of self, when you are codependent on others, your sense of self, is non-existent. The second thing is your dreams. Your dreams. Things that you want to do. And back to, I said we weren't going to talk much about them, but I guess kind of can't do this without saying something about them. But when it comes to being in a manipulation with a narc, it's almost like they suck your energy, and along with that energy comes so much more, including your dreams. Including your dreams. Things that you want to do. Things that you've been dreaming about doing as a child, like from childhood. You forget about those things. Or you may still consider those things from time to time in your mental, but you feel like, again, because they make you feel like crap, you feel like, okay, well, I can't do that. Without even vocalizing half the time. And I know, because I've been there. Your dreams is, I can't. I'm not. Then you go to thinking stuff like, oh, I'm not pretty enough. I don't have enough money. I'm not good enough. I'm not. Again, all because of things that have been programmed in your mind about you, because you had no sense of self from the beginning. And because you were codependent and dependent on somebody from jump to validate you. Again, your sense of self is dead. It's non-existent. And your dreams. Show me somebody who can fulfill their dreams for real, who's in a manipulation with a narcissist, like full-time for real. And wow. Real talk, it's a slim to none chance that you can actually walk in those dreams and do those things, and you win. But again, you have to break this cycle of codependency. Codependency kills, and that's the thing. Once you become, once you're no longer dependent on them, you good. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but the last thing is, again, we practical, precise, and to the point. The last thing is your purpose. Your purpose. Now, there's a difference between having dreams and, actually walking in your purpose. Like, for instance, for me, being a model, a runway model, editorial, all that stuff, which thanks be to God I'm finally doing. But that's always been a dream. You know what I'm saying? From the time I was about 13, 14 years old. It's always been a dream. I'm talking about, I would watch Tyra and Naomi like in awe. Oh my gosh. 14, 15. Just, it's always been a dream of mine. But that's not my purpose. That's not why God put me here. Yeah, I can walk a runway. I'll pose, baby. I'll smize all day. Don't get me started. Let me stop playing with y'all. But seriously, I can do that all day, but that has nothing to do with my purpose. I could operate in purpose while doing that, but it's not my purpose. My purpose in this season, my purpose overall is to impact the lives of women all over the world. help raise their self-esteem, their confidence. This is my purpose, a part of my purpose. I don't want to get all into it, but I'm called to women. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, it kills your purpose. You cannot, and I said that on my status I posted on Facebook, I would never be doing what I'm doing now had I still been dependent on that narcissist to validate me, to tell me who the hell I was, when who is my creator? Jesus the Christ. I mean, I'm talking about codependency kills your mind, bruh. It's almost like you're legit a puppet. They're telling you what to do. They're telling you who you are. And we should never give anybody that kind of power. And that's why I'm so big on helping women to raise their confidence, their self-esteem, because at the end of the day, baby, can't nobody come to me now trying to control, manipulate, make me a codependent. No, baby. I know who I am. And you have to know who you are. You have to know who you are at the end of the day, because again, codependency kills your sense of self. You don't want no man telling you who you are. Hell, no woman either. I don't care if it's your best friend since 2nd grade. You don't want nobody telling you who you are. You don't want to get in a place of, I can't function if this person ain't here. What am I going to do if this person leaves? No, boo. What you going to do if Jesus leaves? What you going to do if he, you know what I'm saying? No man should ever have that power. No human being, nobody on God's green earth should ever have that power to tell you who you are, to give you, or for you to give them the control over validating you. Never. Like I said, yeah, sense of self, dreams. You got stuff you want to do. I don't care who you are watching me right now. You have at least one dream. Whether you had that dream from childhood or it just popped off a year ago. You have a dream at the end of the day. And again, if you are codependent, even if it's not a narcissist that you with, if you're codependent on anybody, like it's a slim to none chance that you are going to be able to fulfill those dreams and purpose. And this is mainly to those who are dealing with narcissists. Your purpose. And I said it twice already, but I would never. That's why I thank God every chance I get. I'm praising. I'm in church shouting and dancing. I'm lifting my hands. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Like, because I wouldn't be on here talking to you. To y'all, I wouldn't be on here had I still been there. And again, codependent, dependent on somebody else to tell me, to validate me. Like, no. So sis, bro, whoever this is watching, mainly my sisters again, no shade to the brothers, I love y'all too, but I'm called to the ladies. So sis, if you watching me right now, I'm so serious. It is vital that you get to a place of confidence, that you let go of the stuff that people done told you about not being pretty enough and not being good enough and all this extra crap. Let that go, boo. Walk in who you are in God, the one who sees you. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. You know this. You're the apple of his eye. So look, get that confidence up. Build up your self-esteem. Begin to affirm yourself so that you don't become a codependent. Or if you are, and you know you are, so that you can break free of it, because I'm telling you, codependency kills. You cannot walk in who you are truly meant to be if you're dependent on somebody else to tell you who you are. You can't. But that's all I got, y'all. Again, codependency kills. Hey, 3 things. Sense of self. And it was more. But I just had to break it down. Your dreams and your purpose. Don't ever give anybody the power to tell you who you are. God is your validator. He's the one he made you. I'm almost 15 minutes in. I don't want to be too long, but I'm just passionate about this, man. But anyway, y'all, break free. Again, I'm a woman's worth and healing coach. Like I said, I'm still narc bully. Don't get it twisted. But per purpose, I'm a woman's worth and healing coach. So ladies, reach out to me. You can inbox me. Find me on Instagram at She Who Encourages. Facebook, at Coach Swe, SWE, personal page, Marilyn Elaine Rogers. Y'all, reach out. If you know you ready to find yourself and you ready to build, you sick of going through that crap, and you want to know who you are and walk in that and be the woman you were meant to be, in confidence, full confidence, reach out. Reach out when you're ready. I'm here. And as long as I got breath in my body, I got y'all. I got you. But anyway, that's it, y'all. Y'all take care. Yeah, until next time, love and lights. Be great.